Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS Uru as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Anah. Back with another video. Title of this video is called Keeping Tabs on Amalek. And basically, I'm trying to do a little bit of research for a video that I want to do. So, I went through the Wikipedia and things like that, and it was interesting to me that, hold on. I think this is it right here. Okay. Yeah, it was interesting to me. This will be a short video. It was interesting to me when I was searching up Israel that basically they've been keeping tabs on everything that's been happening basically since the start of the war. As I searched up here, let me see what this says. It says this section is called reactions, so I'm guessing it just added. It was just added. It said this section may lead it, this section may lend undue weight to certain ideas, incidents, or controversies. Please help to create more balanced presentation. Discuss and resolve this issue before removing this message. This section may be unbalanced towards certain viewpoints. Please improve the article or discuss the issue on the talk page. All right, so it's here though. This section is called reactions. This is let me go to the top. So I mean, this is kind of the thing I went into. It says United States support for Israel in the Israel-Hamas war. Okay, so maybe this whole thing. All right, so this whole thing is about the war. So that's my fault. I thought this was like something else, but anyway, so they're keeping tabs on United States. And matter of fact, this is the thing I'm searching up. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, United States support for Israel in the Israel-Hamas war. So. And I went like I normally do when I come on the Wikipedia, which I mean, some things are updated more often than others, but anyway, I go to when it was last edited. This page was last edited on May 2nd, 2024 at 16:16, and that's 4:16. There's a military time right there. All right, so and I'm gonna just read these reactions because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna read all of them when I do the separate video. Well, I'm gonna read March reactions. Or these two. Like I said, short video. If you don't want to read it, I'm gonna read it for you. So, and the point is another reason why Donald Trump. This is the point. Donald Trump later also stated that Israel has to be very careful because you're losing a lot of the world. You're losing a lot of support, right? So the thing that's happening in Israel is, you know, basically causing them to lose the support of the world. And that's just the skirts being lifted up and, the wickedness of Esau, Edom being revealed, basically the destruction of Babylon the Great along with Israel. So, another point, the problem, I seen it, let me see it. Stated that, okay, so right here. In an interview with Fox News on March 5th, 2024, the former president and presumptive Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump stated that Joe Biden dumped Israel due to being overly influenced by pro-Palestinian protests, that the Democrats are very bad for Israel, that he supports Israel's ongoing offensive in Gaza in which Israel has to finish the problem. Right? So this is a problem for Babylon the Great. I keep throwing hints. This is a problem for Babylon the Great in Israel, right? And it says in that the Biden administration got soft. Trump's campaign also said that if elected again, he would bar Gaza residents from entering the U.S. as part of an expanded travel ban, which commentators has viewed as a call to continue and double down on genocidal acts, right? In another interview with Fox News, Benjamin Netanyahu, which is the basically president of Israel, the fake JOO, said, "I appreciate President Trump's tremendous support for Israel." All right, anyway, get it. March reactions. Former Ambassador Robert Stephen Ford stated that the U.S. And my whole point also among this is that we can see what they're doing right now, saying no statements shall be made against Israel. George Soros, um, and it was something else, which we're gonna keep talking about all those people, But anyway, they don't want the world talking about these people, but they got a whole section about them and what's going on and this, that, and third. So anybody in these articles that's painting a bad light on Israel, basically you mark too. The point right here what made me think about it, because this is the first one I read, I think. It says a group of 8 Democrat senators led by Bernie Sanders, Jeff Merkley. Oh, they got pictures for you. All right, Bernie Sanders, Jeff Merkley, Chris Van Hollen, issued in it issued an official letter to President Joe Biden calling on him to enforce federal law by requiring, and I was putting my lesson together, and the first scripture I got was this right here. 70 Psalm 73. It says they are not in trouble, starting at 3. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment, their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than hearts could wish, right? And as you can see, and the war in Israel started with Gaza and all of that. Hamas started October 7th, Saturday, 2023. So anyway, continuing on, issued an official letter to President Joe Biden calling on him to enforce federal law by requiring Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Hey, why they ain't got no picture for him? Oh, there you go, right there. To stop restricting humanitarian aid access to Gaza or forfeit U.S. military aid to Israel. Hint, hint. As the severe humanitarian catastrophe unfolding in Gaza is nearly unprecedented in modern history, and the United States should not provide military assistance to any country that interferes with U.S. humanitarian assistance. They cited the 1961 Foreign Assistance Act, which states that no assistance shall be provided under that law, or the Arms Export Control Act, to any country that restricts, directly or indirectly, the transport or delivery of U.S. humanitarian assistance. Stopping American humanitarian aid is in violation of the law. That's why I got that scripture, because they don't care about that law. Obviously, that should be clear. No more money to Netanyahu's war machine to kill Palestinian children. Sanders said. All right, Sanders, you was smart. I'm pretty sure you can't run for president no more. All right, but yeah, so let's see. We'll get to March, like I said. March Ambassador Robert Stephen Ford stated that the U.S. being forced to deliver aid by airdrop was the worst humiliation of the U.S. by Israel he has ever seen. All right, I mean, I'm gonna just bring the point out. So the point, I don't really have no one to converse. Where I'm kind of, I'm to myself. I'll say that I'm to myself. So if I come across something, I'll probably just make a video on it like I'm doing now. Basically, I was like, the least of the flock shall draw them out according to scripture. And I was just, thinking like, dang, why is Esau Edom so tied to Israel? Of course, it's through prophecy, but also according to Revelation 12 and 12, that they know if they have a short time, and you go to that word no, let's get it. So you kind of see where I'm going. This is Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. I mean, pretty much, this is pretty much the video. I might as well continue, if I get whatever precepts I can get. Revelation 12 and 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Or I might do a part 2 with more information. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? So you go into the word knoweth. You get it. I don't even know if I had the audio. I don't think I clicked the audio because I didn't think I was gonna do all of this. Um It says to see, to perceive with the eyes, to perceive by any of the senses, to perceive, notice, discern, discover, to see, to know, to know of anything, to know, i.e., get knowledge of, understand, perceive, pay attention to, right? So, and the scriptures say that he is wiser than Daniel. So this man knoweth that he have but a short time, and he know, and that's why he have taken crafty counsel against the the children of Israel to like block out the truth. But basically, he knoweth also that if you read in the scriptures where it says these shall hate the whore, Revelation 17 and 16, titled "Doom," the Doom of Babylon, which is USA. Getting to the point, Revelation 17 and 12, it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give the power and the strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb." Uh, okay, so this is the point. The 10 horns are basically NATO, EU, the nations that are tied to Babylon the Great. Like I said, this is talking about the doom of Babylon, which is USA, United States of America, and the 10 horns is the NATO, which is more than 10 now, but that's the NATO. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as the kings 1 hour." Let me sorry. Revelation 17 and 12. "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast," right? And they're doing that in many different ways. If there's a war, they come to the aid. They got strong ties and trading and things like that. Military power. All of that. They give their power to the beast, which is Babylon the Great. "These shall make war with the Lamb." The Lamb is Yahweh Shai. He comes through with his chariots to redeem the children of Israel, the elect. "These shall make war," and that's going into the battle of Armageddon, right? Over there in the Middle East, basically Asia, over there by basically where Israel is at and everything, the Arabian lands, all of that. "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and Kings of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful." Right? And he's breaking it down now. Revelation 17 and 15, "And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire." So, right, Esau Edom, knowing he have a short time, and going to these scriptures and trying to, find a way around it so he can, continue his kingdom. And that's why uh, Psalms 49 and 11. It says, Psalms 49:11, "Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names," right? So Esau Edom has a strong belief that, no matter what the prophecy says, no matter what the book says and all of that, that they're going to continue, right? And what is their biggest hope right now? Israel, right? Because he knows, because he read this, he understands, if he can understand this at all. That's why I say, I was kind of just thinking about it, that these 10 horns, which are his allies, will hate him. But what ally won't hate him? If he get into there and understand that part, so even if he don't understand it, we understand it. It's at least the flock shall draw them out. Uh, what is it? I think it's Jeremiah 50. Let's see. Jeremiah 50 and 45. It says, "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord. that he have taken against Babylon and his purposes that he have proposed, call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, for me to remember that. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord being Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, right? Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Babylon and his purposes that he have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right. So even going back to 1948, when Israel became a state, and them taking crafty counsel pursuant to Psalms 83, you know, and so yeah, in 1948, the state of Israel became a state, right? And who helped Israel become a state? Babylon the Great. So they're embedded with each other, and basically what I was saying is that Israel is Babylon's the great only hope of if they're thinking that their kingdom and everything shall continue to generation from generation, and these other nations are going to hate the whore. What nation, what nation or group of people or land, or state or whatever, what military power do they have over there in that area to help them, you know, or to even try to deter them, right? Because what I was getting into was like what military aid did Babylon the Great give to Israel, because I was like they're giving military aid to Israel in that land because they understand maybe that these other nations are going to shoot nuclear missiles at them, so they and the only person over there that can help them is Israel, right? And also covering up the biggest lie in the world, which is that Israel's are the Jews, that these people right here, Benjamin Netanyahu, is the actual Jews of the Bible, and they're not, right? And that's the biggest lie ever told, right? And they're trying to keep that lie going. So yeah, that was pretty much the point. It was real simple. Um, I would have had probably more precepts, if I would have put them all together. But I mean, that was pretty much it. So yeah, to say my point again, if I was stuttering all over the place and you didn't really get it, my point is that the only person over there in that land that's helping or gonna help, Babylon the Great, according to prophecy, is Israel, and that's why you see them helping them so much, sending billions and billions of dollars. That's why the scripture said, "At least the flock shall draw them out." Because for whatever reason they're tied to Israel. They're helping them so much. Everything they want and everything they need, they're giving to them. You know. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, matter of fact, I'll continue reading some of these to finish it off because I ain't read all of them. So yeah, you can check this out. They're keeping tabs on basically everything that's happening. Even right here, what does this part say? Timeline. So we got background, we got timeline, and then we got reactions. All right, there's a lot of stuff in there. All right, anyway, I'm right here in March. So the worst humiliation of the U.S. by Israel he had ever seen, aside from the U.S.S. Liberty incident. A Gallup poll found positive opinions of Israel dropped from 64% to 38% amongst people aged 18 to 34. And I don't know where they took this interview at, but they interviewed me. A poll by the Institute for Social Policy and Understanding found that Muslim Americans were 8 times more likely to support a candidate who called for a ceasefire. A CAIR poll found 72% of U.S. Muslims disapprove of Biden's stance on the war. A CEPR poll found 52% of Americans supported ending arms transfers to Israel. Dang. A nation divided against itself shall not stand. Right? It says a poll found 52% of Americans supported ending arms transfer to Israel, while Babylon the Great and Israel talking about you got to finish the problem. Protesters blocked Pennsylvania Avenue in protest of Biden's 2024 State of the Union address, with one demonstrator stating, "No more genocide with our tax dollars." The Arab American Institute condemned Congress' ban on UNRWA funding, stating, "Our political process has chosen to cut U.S. funding to literally the only entity that can address the level of suffering and scale of suffering that's happening in Gaza right now." So they're saying U.S. is the only one that can like really put a stop to what's going on in Gaza. In an interview with Fox News on March 5th, 2024, the former president and okay, we got that. Donald Trump Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, senior foreign policy advisor under Trump's presidency, stated that Gaza's waterfront property could be very valuable, that Israel should bulldoze an area of the Negev desert and move Palestinians there, and that the Palestinians having their own state is a super bad idea that would initially be rewarding an act of terror. In a town hall meeting on March 25, 2024, the Republican U.S. House Representative Tim Walberg of the Michigan stated that Palestinian civilians should have nuclear weapons used against them, like Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the Japanese cities where the U.S. dropped atomic bombs at the end of World War II, killing hundreds of thousands of people in order to get it over quick. Right? So who is this? This dude in town hall meeting. So this guy is of the mindset of Donald Trump saying finish the problem because they're trying to get it over quick because everyone can see what's happening. The least of the flock is drawing them out to battle. World War III is at the door. The prophecies are jumping off the pages. You know, a group of 8 Democrat senators led by Bernie Sanders. Okay, we got that. New York City Mayor Eric Adams opposed a ceasefire in Gaza. Oh man. 28 of the 61 nominated authors withdrew their books from consideration in the annual PEN American Awards ceremony as they condemned America's pen for failing to strongly condemn what they called the genocide in Palestine. Everyone's calling it a genocide because that's what it is, right? Student protesters called on Columbia University to financially divest from any company with businesses ties to the Israeli government, including Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. Right. So these students, and I guess that goes into that 18 between 13 or 34. Let me see. Right here, it said a Gallup poll found positive opinions of Israel dropped from 64% to 38% amongst people aged 18 to 34. Right, and those are these college people right here. Pretty much, what is like high school, all of that. Portland State University decided to temporarily suspend donations from Boeing from following student protests. What the scriptures say? All right, let's get it. Matthew 24, because that's the uproar of the people right there. Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, who sat? Yahushua. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am, uh, you know, Yahushua, this is the word Christ. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. right? So that's pretty much what's happening. Uproars of the people. Let me see. That's not here. That is the prophet. Let me. Second Esdras 9 and 3. But it's hand in hand. Hey, with all that, get understanding. Second Esdras 9 and 3. We start at 1. Second Esdras 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand. And I mean, the uproars that's happening now, is pretty big. You got uproars happening all over the place in different aspects of the world and different communities. Like you got the uproars of the farmers, protesting. You got uproars of people, uproars about the war. Different wars that are happening. You got people uproaring about how basically the Ukrainian, military is being swept away and they keep trying to draft people just to die. So uproars are happening all over the world. It says, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and end, and an end, and the end is manifest. The scriptures say Esau, Edom is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, right? So these people are circling on the drain, they're on the way out. Amalek through, right? And that's pretty much it. All right, with that, I hope you guys are edified. Shalom.